Good morning, guys. Just a heads up, if you are watching this on the public YouTube scanner, just know that we do have another live video that I just posted. So if you guys want to hear me live, you guys can go ahead and just click on that other video. I'll post it in the YouTube chat as well. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and get started here on the pre-market watch list. So this should be pretty quick this morning. There's not too many stocks to go over, but we do have a couple of gappers that I'm interested in that I'll be watching pretty closely today after the open. So let's go ahead and get started. I do want to go ahead and just start off with my watch list that I made from last night. We'll just quickly go over all of those, and then we'll go over the rest of the gappers. So the first one I had on my watch list last night was HKD. This one made, an incredible move in the pre-market this morning. We had a lot of consolidation and sideways action in the afternoon on HKD. It pretty much, just traded sideways the whole day after that initial run. But as you can see, we have a pretty nice flag here. We broke out of that upper trend line, and we got a really nice breakout to the upside all the way to $70, which is right around here when we're looking at the daily chart. So pretty massive move there. And then just slam all the way back down to that previous breakout level. So it's not looking good after this pullback. I think, maybe we'll get a little bounce off of this key level here, or this key area, if we go a bit lower. But for this one, I'm probably thinking it's gonna fade back to that support level. So we'll see what happens with this. There's really no setup on it for me at the moment. After this huge fade, I really don't want to short it after a huge move like that. So we'll see if it bounces, and we'll see if it gives any type of setups. But I am going to be more focused on a lot of these other names. MEGL, this is a good one to watch with HKD, since they both kind of, this one's running as a sympathy play off of that other one. So this one's going to kind of follow in a way. So we did get a gap up on MEGL. And it's still holding up for now. So for this one, if we can reclaim above that 280 level and start to really hold that as support, I think I'm still going to keep an open bias on MEGL. If we can get back over this key level and it shows a lot of volume and a lot of strength, then, you know, at that point, I'll probably keep an open bias on this one. MEGL, so far it kind of topped out in the threes. So if we look at the daily, we do have some resistance towards this level in the threes, and then towards 4, it's kind of a level. So I have an open bias on MEGL for now. I'm going to wait till after the open and see how that one sets up. SPRB was also on my watch list last night. Just because we were gapping up in the after hours, I was watching it. I saw it in the 2s. So we're getting some nice continuation this morning. Pretty nice breakout there to the $3. Looking at the daily, we do kind of have some resistance here in this area towards, I would say, like 350s, all the way up to 4 and 5. So I would say there is some bigger resistance more towards like the high 3s and 4s. So when it comes to the short, if this were to run today a little bit higher, you know, I might be interested in a short later on SPRB. But for now, you know, it is holding up pretty well. Pretty nice breakout. We'll see if it can hold $3 towards the open and break out higher. So that's another one. This is probably going to be one of my main watches this morning that I'm going to be focused on. Let me just take a look at a few other things in the filings. On dilution tracker. So it looks like they do have an ATM. I'm not sure how much is left on that, but the total ATM capacity was 21 million. So they probably still have some left on that ATM. They do have a shelf as well that they could potentially use. So just something to keep in mind for later on. But for right now, it is holding up pretty well above 3. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for leaving comments in the YouTube chat. So yeah, if you guys ever have any questions or want me to look at any stocks, just let me know. If you're in the private Discord, I'm going to see that first. But I do also have the YouTube live chats for you guys. The next one on my watch list from last night was actually CTMX, which is trading here above 290s this morning so far. This one kind of reminds me of the one from yesterday, VYNT, where it was just kind of chopping in the pre-market and then it just ended up fading. VYNT, so CTMX, it kind of has that same look to it, where it's just kind of chopping in the sideways channel. Let's take a look at the daily though on this one, CTMX. So we're up here all the way towards $3. So this is where we're trading at, right in this area. There's not really any like significant levels here towards 3. We kind of have a bigger resistance level towards 350, 370, and then towards like the high 4s. We also have a gap on the daily chart above $5. So a few things to keep in mind there. Some resistance towards 350 to 4 and higher on CTMX. $3 is going to be the key level for me at the open. If that holds, with a lot of support after the open. I'll definitely keep an open bias above 3, but if it just, stays heavy under 290, we might see a move similar to that VYNT from yesterday. We might see kind of just a little rejection and then a fade back down to like 250, 240s. So we'll see how that reacts at the open on CTMX. There might be an opportunity on that one. Looking at the float, it does look like it's a bigger float as well, 65 million around there. They do also have an ATM and a couple of shelves that they could potentially use as well. So that's another thing to keep in mind on CTMX. A few more on my watch list. TIRX, that one already faded back down. GSUN, same thing. It was on my watch list because of the little gap, but it's fading back down. So not really much there. MGAM, nice little short opportunity on this extension. In hindsight here in pre-market, nice pop. All the way to 250 and fade back down. So that one's probably out of the picture as well. Kind of looks like it topped out already. If it comes back, of course, I'll keep it back on watch, but I don't think it's going to be in play for me. Alright guys, so that was everything off of my main watch list. We do have a secondary watch list where we have AMTD. That one made a pretty nice move as well, but it faded back down with HKD. This is another one that was running in sympathy to HKD as well. ATXG, this is another one. You can see it has the same kind of pattern. That's because it's also following HKD in a way. But this was a good one. Yesterday I got a really nice short on this one. I shorted it right after it topped out here and ended up covering at 170 just right before the close, a little bit before the close. So that ended up being a really good trade yesterday. Let's see. I actually have that right here as well that I can show you guys. Hold on one second. Just get this moved over. Okay. So yeah, you can see this was ATXG. We got the short on that extension and then covered a little bit before the close yesterday. So that ended up being a really nice trade. Our other top moderator, Star, he really nailed ATNF towards the end of the day. We got, lower highs and a nice breakdown. So we ended up catching pretty much that whole move there on that backside. So really nice job to Star. That's in the private Discord. If anyone is interested in joining the private Discord, we do have a link in the description. We also have a discount on the yearly subscription. So if you're paying month by month and you purchase the yearly subscription for the private Discord, you're actually going to save about 50% over the year, and it's going to come out to about $20 a month. So it's a really good deal if you want to get that yearly subscription, have the live scans, our live commentary, everything will be live. You'll have access to that for a whole year for a very good price. So if you guys are interested in that, we have a link in the description. You can sign up on our website, and you can also join the free public Discord channel that we have as well. If you guys have any questions for me, you'll see my name, John, in the moderator or admin section of the free Discord. So you guys can message me there. But just be careful on the private Discord because we have people, trying to pretend like they're us and trying to scam people, which we do kick them out on a daily basis. But I just want you guys to be aware of that because it can be pretty dangerous if you're talking to the wrong person. So just be very careful there. I would suggest just going on our website and doing it that way, but I'm here if you guys have any questions as well. Do I trade sub $1 stocks? I do, but I would say not very often, as I trade like $2 to $5 stocks. I would say that's usually what I'm focused on a daily basis. But you know, I do keep an eye on those you know, stocks that are really cheap, under $1. I do have scans for that as well, so I'm always watching them, and we've had some good cheaper runners the last week or so as well. So there's been some decent action there. Let me just go through the rest of the watch list. We are almost done here. We pretty much went through all of the main ones. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and just go through all the gappers one more time to see if there's anything we might have missed. So SPRB, I talked about this one earlier. $3 is going to be the key level for me towards the open. We're already a little bit extended here after this big run up, so I really want to see how it reacts after the open. But definitely have an open bias. If it goes higher, I'll definitely be interested in the short. I would prefer a little bit more extension on this one for a short setup. Same with CTMX, but we'll have to see how this one reacts. 290 is going to be kind of the key level here. 290 to $3. So I want to see how that reacts after the open, and then kind of go from there on this one. MGAM. If that pops over VWAP later on and we get a lot of volume, I'll definitely keep an eye on it. Yep, someone mentioned Box D. Keeping an eye on that one. Yeah, so we have a lot of stocks that are at like daily chart lows, and they're starting to curl back up. So what I'm seeing lately is we're seeing a lot of stocks similar to Box D, where they're just selling off massively on low volume for months at a time, right? And then you'll get, all of a sudden you'll find a bottom, you'll start to see these bigger volume bars, and then that's when we're seeing a lot of these big runners. So BOXD, that's something to watch as well. Yeah, a lot of these other gappers, I'm not really interested in them because there's not a lot of volume on them. So we'll just avoid all of those other ones. Let's see if there's any large cap gappers as well. So we have WWE. Nothing really great there. Alright guys, so I think I pretty much covered all the main ones. I'm just going to be focused on probably just SPRB and CTMX and MEGL. These are probably going to be my top 3 that I'm going to be focused on. Someone said morning thoughts on HKD running. So, you know, it made such a big move in pre-market on HKD that I'm not really sure, you know, if that's going to run at this point. I'm kind of short biased on it, but it made such a big move from $70 all the way to 28 now. For me, it would just be really hard to chase it short here because I feel like it might bounce a little bit off of this huge support that we had from yesterday. We'll see what happens though. If it breaks under this support, it could even go back to basically $20 or, where it came from the first day. Um, but I would just watch this level that it's trading at right now towards the open because you might be able to squeeze a little bounce play out of it at some point. But I would just be very, very cautious on HKD. That's just my opinion. You just, at the end of the day, whatever you're trading, you just gotta size in correctly. If you're trading a $40, $50 stock, you gotta use uh, smaller share size than you would on obviously these $5 stocks. Just be smart about it. Because HKD can be very, very dangerous for a new trader. If any of you guys are new out there, but we got about 4 minutes. So SPRB is my main watch. So far, it is trying to hold $3 and break out higher, so we'll see how that reacts. And yeah, let me see if there's any other questions. HKD, any bad news? Yeah, I don't think it had news today, but I could be wrong about that though. Let me see. Yeah, I think it was just all these shorts were just trapped from that consolidation yesterday. Um, and it's a lot easier to move a stock like this in pre-market or after hours rather than during market hours. So they just caused an epic squeeze there. I don't really see any news, but I might be wrong about that. But yeah, basically like half of these stocks are just running because of HKD running basically. A lot of them are just sympathy plays, so it's really nice because it's gonna give us a lot of other stocks that pop up on the scanner as well. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna relax for a bit, and if anything else pops up, I will be sure to keep you guys updated. So kind of a heavy open there on SPRB, but we'll see how it reacts on this dip to $3. Also watching CTMX. Nice drop there on CTMX. I actually ended up shorting that as it was breaking under like 285. So nice breakdown. I'm hoping to get like 240s. Let's see if I can get around 240s. If it stays heavy under 280 here, I might be able to get another leg down, and then I'll just cover my short there. SPRB was very heavy at the open as well. Just a slam right under $3. This probably would have been a better one to short, but I guess we'll find out after this plays out. I need CTMX to stay heavy under like 285. If it starts to pop above my entry and find support, I'm just going to get out. So I want to see how this bounce reacts here. But yeah, I definitely should have gotten borrows on SPRB as well. SPY is trying to hold that 382 area. So for SPRB, as long as it stays heavy under 3 on the short side, I feel like it has potential to fade back down to like the low 2s here. But if it does reclaim above 3 and that level's holding as support, at that point I would be cautious on SPRB. But so far just really heavy. CTMX is kind of being annoying here. I don't know if it's going to have the selling pressure that I need, but we'll give that a few more minutes. MEGL is trying to reclaim that 280 level that I mentioned in pre-market. So definitely going to keep an eye on MEGL there. There's MEGL on the scans. Looks like we have AEHR on scans. AEHR. I'm still holding CTMX. It's not the greatest price action though, and this is easy to borrow, so I'm kind of expecting this to kind of be choppy, but I'm just holding it. I have basically a break-even stop here, so whatever happens, happens on CTMX, but I am hoping that it stays heavy and fades to like the 240s. If that happens, uh, I'll go ahead and cover that. For those that shorted SPRB, really nice job on that one. That was definitely the better one with more range so far. From 320s, 340s to 260. We are getting a little bounce here, so we'll see how it reacts on this bounce, but most likely it's going to probably stay heavy and fade lower throughout the day unless it makes a huge recovery of some type, but I'm definitely leaning more towards this closing on the weaker side, just based on how heavy it's been so far. MEGL, it's nice to see that one back over 280s. Like I said on HKD, I didn't want to short it because I felt like it was probably going to bounce off of this support from yesterday. And as you can see, it bounced off of yesterday's VWAP from 25 all the way to 35. So that was a good little bounce opportunity if those are the trades that you guys look for, those type of trades. That was a nice little bounce. And MEGL is basically bouncing with it. So 280, 275 is going to be key there. Let me see if there's anything else. SPY rejecting that 384 really harshly and going right back to the lows. So the overall market is not looking too good at the moment, but we're basically, if you look at the daily, we're just trading sideways in this huge chop on SPY, basically from like 378 to 384, 385. We're just stuck in this big price channel. I haven't really been trading options as much lately. At one point I was, just because small caps were so slow for a while, but it's been a lot better. Obviously, the last few weeks, things are really picking up. Today, so far, not the most exciting morning for me because I missed this SPRB short. That probably would have made my day right there. But I wanted to be a little bit more patient. So I ended up missing that. Looks like TNXP is popping up on the scans as well. That's another sub $1 stock. Other than that, I'm not really seeing too much. If you guys see anything else that's maybe popping up, just let me know and we can take a look at it. That WWE actually ended up making a pretty decent move here as well. Also, another thing to note, it's only been about 16 minutes, so we still got plenty of time. Sure, we'll get some more things to pop up on the scanner. Yeah, Nate, sometimes that happens with the brokers. If you try to buy a stock on market, sometimes that happens. They'll make it so you can only buy limit orders. So CTMX got me out at my entry. Like I was saying on that, it just didn't have the selling pressure that I was looking for. So nothing bad there though. We just got out towards our entry. If this pops back over 3, definitely keep an open bias, but I'm gonna just wait for something better on the scans. SPRB was definitely the one today for my types of setup that I like to trade, mostly on the short side. Or actually, I would say I'm probably half and half, long and short. But I didn't really see too many long setups today after the market opened. After it opened, it was pretty much just all short setups and things that were already extended. I guess AEHR was a good one to watch, but it didn't really have a lot of volume in pre-market, so I didn't really have an eye on it too much. But that one ended up getting a lot of volume and a pretty nice run up. Yeah, SPRB is heavy. You can see we're testing the 240s now. It's probably going to end up coming right back to the support and possibly lower. TNXP is still kind of pushing. Alright guys, so I did just want to go through kind of my pre-market watch list and kind of just let you guys know what we're watching for the day. So with that being said, I am going to end the YouTube live stream here. If you're in the private Discord, I'm going to be in the voice channel, so you'll still be able to see my charts and hear me if you're a private Discord member. But yeah, I hope that my watch list kind of helped you guys out a little bit to focus on the right stocks. If you're trading small caps anyways. And yeah, I'm going to be doing more of these live streams for you guys. For those that want to join the private Discord, like I said earlier, we do have a link in the description where you can join on our website. And we also have a free public Discord you guys can join for more information on that as well. But yeah, guys, kind of a slower morning for me since I missed this SPRB short. For some reason, I decided to focus on CTMX, which didn't really do anything so far. But the good news is we do have some other things popping up, AEHR, and I'm sure we're going to get some other small caps on the scans at some point. So that's what I'm waiting for, is just something to set up besides these gappers that I'm watching, most likely. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Make sure you turn on your YouTube notifications. That way, every time I go on the live stream, you guys will be notified. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend as well.